I think this is quite a unique topic that I've got to discuss today, but one that I think might actually provide quite a lot of interesting, interesting knowledge and insight for people that are suffering with eating disorders and anyone really, because for me something that I struggle with currently is I watch a lot of recovery channels on YouTube, and really they're all females, and obviously generally anorexia and eating disorders and body image related issues are something that affect females more widely than the males. But that's it's not to say that males don't suffer from it. But a lot of the females that I watch often talk about sort of having like compassion with themselves and showing themselves like self-love and being gentle, and whether that be letting themselves have a massage, or having care for themselves, and showing respect to themselves, because obviously eating disorders and illnesses like this, they're quite sort of what's the word, sort of quite destructive illnesses. They're it's almost verging on self-harm, because really you are causing yourself a lot of harm, really, like obviously limiting the amount of food that you can eat and excessively exercising to burn off any food, and when you're already underweight continuing to punish yourself. It is really self-harm. It's a form of self-harm. So but for me, as a male sufferer, I feel that because I'm a man, I'm supposed to suffer. Like, I think we have this idea that females are supposed to be sort of treated softer, and that as men we're supposed to be sort of more tough and resilient, and that we're supposed to be able to take things and to just carry on going, whether or not things are hard, and if things hurt, we're supposed to be a bit tougher and able to put up with things. And that's in no way being sexist. Like, there's nothing against women saying that they're soft or anything, but generally men are supposed to be the protectors, and the ones that go out and fight, and we're strong, and we're supposed to we are supposed to be the ones that suffer more. And something that I'm struggling with at the moment is giving myself some self-respect and self-love. And I'm sort of thinking, well, if I'm a man suffering from this, am I supposed, should I be giving myself self-love, or should I just be carrying on doing what I'm doing and carrying on punishing myself? Because is it a sign of weakness if I start showing myself some compassion and looking after myself, and showing myself some love? Does that mean I'm weak? Because I don't know. Let me know. Comment below. Does it make me weak if I look after myself? Like, if I allow myself to relax, if I go for a spa day, if I have a nice like relaxing massage, or if I go for a pampering or whatever. I don't know, whatever your version of relaxation is. Does that make me weak if I give some respect to myself? Because I always feel as though whatever I'm doing, I need to be suffering all the time and feeling pain and discomfort. So let's take this, start off with diet. So like, when I'm on my diet, everything needs to be sort of bland and flavourless, and nothing can be indulgent or taste really nice. Everything's got to be sort of strict and like clean and things like that. And then if we look at exercise, I can never use exercise in a way that's like energizing and rejuvenating, like going for a nice walk, or something where you don't feel as though you're struggling. You're just exercising, and you're able to use the time to gather your thoughts, and to spend time with other people. Because exercise doesn't always have to be intense and exhausting, and but whenever I'm doing exercise, that's what I feel I have to do. So like, I can't, it's always got to be like where I finish and I'm absolutely shattered, and I'm sweat's pouring off my forehead, and my muscles are all really aching and things. It could never just be going out for a walk when you come back and you feel, if anything, you feel more energized and woken up and things. Even things like massages, which which, you know, depending on obviously what type of massage you have, they're supposed to be relaxing. But if I have a massage, the only massage I'll let myself at the moment, the only massage I'd let myself have is a sports massage, and because I know that if I'm having a sports massage, I'm going through pain, and like, you know, they're pressing really hard onto all my muscles, and I'm, you know, so I can sort of justify a bit more having a massage if it's a sports massage, because it hurts and I feel like I'm suffering. As I say, I feel that I should really be able to cut myself some slack and just because, you know, other men that don't suffer from body image disorders or eating disorders would, you know, they'd notice if they were feeling fatigued, or if they were, you know, making themselves suffer unnecessarily. They'd understand that, and they'd if they were picking up injuries or constantly feeling fatigued and they were having food cravings, then they'd respond to that, and they'd allow themselves to have treats, or they'd allow themselves to have rest from the gym if they're injured, or, you know, they'd allow themselves to have a couple of days off if they're feeling fatigued and run down, because, you know, your body gives you signals for a reason. You know, it's saying it because it wants you to respond. Like, you know, if your body tells you that you need the toilet, you go to the toilet. You don't just ignore it. Or, you know, if you feel thirsty, you drink. You know, so you shouldn't ignore what your body's telling you. And, you know, my body's giving me a lot of signals that I need to start caring for it more. Like, you know, I have a lot of injuries at the moment and little niggles, and really I think my body is crying out for a rest, and I haven't given it that because I feel that if I rest, I'm weak, and you know, obviously stepping back and looking at it rationally, you know, it's not weak, it's just sensible, because, you know, if you're injured, you need to rest, otherwise you don't recover, and that's why I'm not recovering. That's why I've still got all the injuries, and that, you know, that's why things are still rumbling on, really. So you know, if I look at other men, if I see that one of my mates, for example, has gone on holiday for a week, and they've not been to the gym for a week, they've just been eating junk food and, you know, relaxing by a pool, doing things that I would consider relaxing and indulging and, you know, rejuvenating. I don't look at them as weak. You know, I don't think any worse of them if they've allowed themselves to be, you know, to have some relaxation. So why should I set those standards on myself if I'm not setting them for other people, really? So I'm gonna end this one out here. As always, if you liked the video, then please give it a like, and also subscribe to the channel and to my Instagram as well, which I've got linked down below. I post on there multiple times a week. I'm also starting to get a bit more active on Instagram stories, so yeah, give the Instagram a look if you're interested in that, and I'll see you later.